fans, to the world center of racing here for the LNS Customs 80 at the Daytona International Speedway. It is the debut of a new series here in the Bluegrass Racing Series. Boys, we got Xfinity cars out there. Chris, I know you're excited, man. We're looking forward to a great race. Saw a great truck race. Had Jeremiah Hobbs in the booth last night with us, and man, was that fun. Jeremiah going to be racing in here tonight as well. He's driving that number 10 Chevy Camaro, and man, it's like Matthew Moniak going to set himself currently on that pole position out of the 7 drivers. Our Hawaiian friend, as Brad Gebhardt, going to be setting himself in second currently. That number 44 machine is got a lot of the guys that we saw, in the trucks last season, Chris, that 971 and 8 mile. Ronnie Shirk, last season's Truck Series champion. Excuse me, I was going to say Jason Collins. Sorry, I couldn't think of his name. Had a brain fart for a moment, but Jason Collins, it's just the league owner, the guy that, employs me, but can't remember his name. That's not good. But, Jason, he was one of the runner-ups for the championship last season in the truck. So, we got a lot of talent out here in the field. Dylan Butler as well. John Kinder, another one of those guys from Cup Series, coming down to Xfinity to race some of these races. So,
yeah, it's actually Kinder's. He said he was having to situate all of his field of view and everything. This is going to be a first time he's actually sat down in the Xfinity cars.
That is what is up, man. Kinder, big in Cup Series, big in the trucks. Really great overall driver. Actually, Kinder's Performance, one of the guys on board now with the league this season. So big shout out to John Kinder, one of the OGs of Bluegrass and an OG in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, if you know what I'm saying. So if you don't, go look up that name, and you'll actually be surprised some of the talent we've got in the Bluegrass field here today. So it's gonna be good. And Ronnie Shirk, last season Truck Series champion, looking for big things out of that 51 machine here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, Ronnie Shirk, sitting in chat, talking with him earlier, he's really excited about getting out here and getting some laps in these cars. Also, we were talking about John Kinder just a second ago. He's really excited to get out here. All he's been talking about the whole time is, I'm ready to push, I'm ready to push, I'm ready to push. So look out for Ronnie Shirk and John Kinder. If they get together, it's going to be nasty. Ronnie Shirk sets himself into that 7th place position. So he's going to be sitting right behind Gary Jaworski. Normally a race control for the Bluegrass League, but going to move himself up into the 6th position. So that's good on him. Right now we still got CJ Mason and Bryce Hunter sitting in pit lane. I want to say Christopher Pendle is on his way out right now. I want to say Pendel, I think I heard his name said earlier. So if I say it wrong, I do apologize. But looks like he's on his way out right now. Also says Ronnie Shirk still out, so maybe that top lane line was what he was warming up with. So maybe that 51 machine still got a lap set in it. Let's see if he's slowing down here. Yep, so it is his 2nd lap, so we'll see what he sets here. Comes across the line. All right, look at that. Moving himself up into 3rd place with a 50.48, so only 1.01 of a second away from that 3rd place position of Matthew Moniak. So that is a good qualifying position there for that 51, as it looks like had maybe a little bit of an incident with one of the cars, pulled back down into the pit. So nobody actually out on the track right now. But right now we're looking at this is the inaugural race for the Bluegrass Xfinity Series. So we're really excited to be out here tonight. This is one of the cars that I've been really excited about once Jason and the Bluegrass guys started talking about all the, everything that was going to be changing. They said, hey, we're doing the Xfinity. I was like, oh, yes.
Sign us off. Yes, sir. And, ever since they did bring us on for the trucks, it's been a blast, man. We got brought on for the trucks, ended up going truck and Cup, then ended up going truck, Xfinity, and Cup. Now with the Bluegrass guys, we've been brought on board with them full time since about halfway through last season. And man, it's been a blast for me and Chris' perspective. I mean, this has just been really fun. Not only, learning just how to call the races, but getting more insight from these drivers, not only the drivers, but league owners, everybody in the mix has had some type of, positive feedback, negative feedback, giving us something that's just really helped push us forward. And man, we are so excited to be here debuting. And, Chris, it's one of those things, man. We were here for season 2 of the trucks, season 3 of the Cup Series, and now we're here for season 1 of the Xfinity, man. So it's like it's going to be like our little child too as well. And I'm excited, very excited to not only see these drivers that we saw last season in the trucks, but we got a lot of new drivers out there. Christopher Darling, Logan Joyner, Ron Morris Jr., last night's truck winner at Daytona. He's going to be in the Xfinity race tonight. So got a lot of talent out here. It's going to be fun to see these boys rack it up. And, you know, one thing we hit on last night a lot was track position, and definitely when you're going to be coming down pit road, you've got to execute. You have to execute definitely in these Xfinity cars. You see the low downforce on them. I mean, it's just it's necessarily just or I don't even know what the low downforce has to do with that. I was just speaking out of my mind, but either way, you know, it's just one of those things. Track position is going to be very key here tonight at Daytona. Very patient, 80 laps. These guys are going to have a lot to get it done, and a while until they get it done. So it's just going to be interesting to see. 30 seconds to go here in qualifying. This 71 of Michael Brisen should set a final qualifying lap here.
Yeah, one of the things that I was going to touch on as Michael Brisen pulling across the line right now. We'll see what he's got. So sitting in that 8th position right now with a 50.55. So doing a good job moving himself up into that top 10. So we'll see if he has anything on his second lap. But going back to what you were saying, Josh, you know, a lot of the track position is going to be key here. You know, last night we saw, you know, the drivers that were sitting in 5th and 6th place. All you got to do is have something happen, and you can be in the lead. You know, with last night's truck winner of Ron Morris Jr. You know, he as Michael Brisen blinked out there, qualifying actually just finished. So that's going to be all that set a qualifying time. So right now we'll get ready to go through your lineup.
And as we get ready to go here for the LNS Customs here, 80 at Daytona International Speedway, it is going to be that number 4, Will Weber, as everybody seems to be gritting up right now. We'll just try to see if they get gritted up. All right, you can go ahead and get on Will Weber. All right, that number 4 machine going to be lining up on the inaugural pole here for the Xfinity Series, and it's going to be Matthew Moniak. In that number 24 machine, he's going to be lining up P2 here tonight. Good to see Moniak, one of the new names up there on the outside pole. And it's going to be last year's Truck Series champion, Ronnie Shirk. He is going to be on the lurk. We'll see if that 51 Rim 1 machine has got anything for these boys here tonight. And it's going to be Brad Gebhardt starting in that outside lane in that second row. Going back into that third row, it's going to be that 5th position, 19 of Christopher Blanchard. He's going to be sitting in that 5th spot with Ben Branscombe sitting in that 6th position. Then it's going to be Jerry Zazorski, race control turned race car driver. He's going to be sitting P7 as we go to a black screen right there for a moment. As Michael Brisen going to P8 with Brett Nielsen lining up P9 here tonight. Then it's going to be Tyler Johnson in that P10 position, rounding out your top 10. Then we're going to go to Fender Bender Kinder, that 21 Ford machine. We'll see him lining up P11 here tonight as Chris is trying to get the cameras worked out. Sorry, SDK trips out when it goes to people that are not spawned in sometimes. Do apologize about that. 96 of Dylan Butler, which it's saying that he's supposed to be lined up P12, but John Pill is lined up to the outside of John Kinder. That is awkward. So, yeah, that's weird. I'm not sure what about that. We'll just go ahead and say P12. Oh, it does say they're tied for 12. You said, oh, Dylan Butler's admin, race admin. It's because he was EOL'd or disqualified. I see. Yeah, sorry, do apologize about that. So John Pill going to be lined up P12 with Logan Joyner, P13. Nate Maurer, man, one of the OGs here. Dude's got massive speed. If you're looking for a driver to pick tonight, I'd go with Nate Maurer if you're new here. One of those guys that can get it done anywhere. Adam Lancaster going to be starting P15 with league owner Jason Collins, one of the runners-up for last year's Truck Series Championship, start P16. Christopher Darling going to be starting P17 with Christopher Pendle, P18. Then it's going to be Robert Richards in that P19 spot. Bryce Hunter rounding out your top 20. Ron Morris Jr., last night's Truck Series winner, going to be lining up P21 with Jeremiah Hobbs, 22nd. CJ Mason, 23rd. And Akemi Proctor lining up in that 24th position, rounding out your field. Looks like he hasn't gotten that race car started yet. See the steering wheel moving? There it goes, as he does get it fired up. Yeah, so Akemi Proctor going to line out your field as we get rolling here. As the pace lights are off, we'll see that number 4 of Will Weber and that number 2 of Matthew Moniak bring this field down the back straightaway for the last time tonight, Chris. We're about to go green here at the LNS Customs 80 at Daytona International Speedway.
Yeah, one of the things that you're going to watch out in this race is last night we saw it. The outside lane is the dominant lane, so we're going to see if that lane actually works the same way in this in this race. Also with these Xfinity cars, we do know the low downforce, like you were talking about earlier, Josh. Low downforce, makes it really hard going into the corners with somebody on your back quarter panel. So watch for going into turns, 1 and 3. Drivers being on that right rear quarter panel, it can loosen that car up and get them really loose.
Really tight. Everything's going to be happening to these race cars tonight. Will Weber, Matthew Moniak going to have Brad Gebhardt, reigning Truck Series champion, Ronnie Shirk behind them in row number 2. Ben Branscombe, man, one of the rookies. He's going to be sitting P5. Christopher Blanchard's P6. Michael Brisen P7. Gary Zorski P8, man. We've got a lot of drivers up here in the front as that iRacing Ford Mustang going to hit left turn. And fans stand up, get the caps off, and get these drivers ready to go. The Daytona International Speedway is going green here with the Bluegrass Xfinity Series inaugural start. On the tri-oval for the first time tonight, it's going to be that number 4 of Will Weber holding strong on the inside lane. Here comes Matthew Moniak, that number 24 Chevy Camaro rolling to the outside lane. He's got the 44 Brad Gebhardt, and it looks like we've already got a solo pack, Chris, here forming out here in the lead. About 6-7 race cars for lead pack up there, but it looks like that Michael Brisen machine on back starting to now catch that draft as they're starting to pull back up here at lap number 2.
Yeah, you see the front pack starting to get really wishy-washy
look at
up
Matthew
there.
Moniak, big run here from that Brad Gebhardt machine. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there, Chris.
No, you're good. The 24 getting a really good run on that outside. You don't normally see, that outside lane being a hang with that top lane, but it looks like they're doing a really good job hanging on to that front pack, but it looks like they're falling off just a little bit now. Not a lot of cars on that outside lane, so it's gonna be interesting to see how these drivers handle, going into this. If we're gonna see a top lane dominance, or if everybody's just gonna file in and run single file.
You got to assume that 24 machine of Matthew Moniak, that 44 of Brad Gebhardt, they're gonna lose that pace here soon eventually. I mean, that 2-car tandem, yes, it works, but they're gonna have to start pushing hard if they want it to work. Lap number 3 here, though, you don't expect any hard pushing, any hard driving. These drivers just really settling in for the long run that's coming. I mean, the only break you're gonna get here from now and to the end is your pit stops, and even then, it feels like you've got to be on key, on edge, 24/7 when you're here in this racetrack, or at this racetrack, excuse me. So. Gonna be a fun race, man. As they're getting settled out here at lap 3, come to lap 4. Exciting to see these Xfinity cars out on the track with those Bluegrass names in it, Chris.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see. This is something that we've been waiting for ever since, like we said in the intro. It's something that we've been waiting for a very long time. So it's good to see. It looks like the outside lane is starting to pick up a little bit of steam here. See John Kinder moving on that outside lane. So he's going to get a tuck up here to that 44 Brad Gebhardt. We're going to start seeing some racing going on here.
Yeah, we are. That 21 of John Kinder going to move to the outside lane. We heard him say in the pre-race interviews Chris was going through, just talking to a couple of the drivers, they were saying Kinder, that 21 machine, one of those guys that's saying, I am down to push tonight. Kinder already moving to that outside lane. He's got the 44 Brad Gebhardt. As that 24 Matthew Moniak going to clear that number 4 of Will Weber. He's going to put himself into first, but here comes that 44 Brad Gebhardt. John Kinder right on that back bumper.
Yeah, you see the 21 of John Kinder getting a really good run up to the back of Brad Gebhardt. So let's see if that 21 machine can push Brad Gebhardt up in front of that 24 like he did Matthew Moniak just a second ago. Whoa, everybody getting a little bit out of sorts there.
Matthew Moniak going to get out of sorts. He's saying, I'm out of here. These boys are getting too racing for me at lap number 5. And there goes that 21 of John Kinder pushing that 44 Brad Gebhardt. You see the number 8, Adam Lancaster. He's rolling to that outside lane. Whoa, and Matthew Moniak, he's got something going on.
Yeah, I just saw it. Looks like he maybe hit the grass there a little bit. I saw a little bit of a puff of dirt there. So maybe something happened, but it does look like he's got it straightened out now. The 21 of John Kinder moving up. It looks like he's going to be able to clear Brad Gebhardt here in 1 second. Whoa, going into turn 1, doesn't look like he's going to get it.
Yeah, that is that 8 of Adam Lancaster. All these boys seem to be working together pretty well right now. Probably just getting a feel for what it is like to push out there in that open air. Just really see what it's like up front. I mean, lap number 6, you're already experimenting with some of these drivers. We'll just see how they decide to settle it out. John Kinder might get himself promoted to the lead here with that shove from the 8 of Adam Lancaster, but it looks like Brad Gebhardt going to shut that real estate up real quick.
Yeah, you know, John Kinder being one of those drivers that's been in a real race car, you kind of expect him to be up here in the front, doing a really good job holding on to that outside lane dominance. You know, like we said, that outside lane probably going to be the most dominant lane tonight. So as you see, only 3 cars up there, and they're still hanging with the whole train of cars behind them. So definitely something to watch out for. Yeah, it looks like John Kinder's moved his way out into the lead, but he's going to still stay on that high lane. See that 8 of Adam Lancaster all over that back bumper, though. So that 21 of John Kinder having to just check up a little bit, maybe falling back. You see that Brad Gebhardt is assuming that a lead again here at lap 7 going to lap 8. Whoa, the 21 leaning down there on that 44. Man, that outside lane is just really pushing ahead of steam.
And they're definitely finding something up there for the late race. That inside lane not working as hard as they should right now. They're just hanging out. But that outside lane, they definitely are just rolling right now. John Kinder got the big shove from the 8. Eventually that 8's going to start overheating. They're going to have to stop shoving. But right now I think they're just having a little bit of fun. They might clear themselves both for the lead. They will. There goes John Kinder and Adam Lancaster up into that first and second spot.
Yeah, something that we didn't think we were going to see very early on. But look at this. I want to say that is the 94 up there on the high lane all by himself. Yeah, that is the 94, Christopher Pendel. So he is all up there by himself right now. And we're going to the Facebook chat. I see Wes Wiegand in the chat. Good luck, fellas. Jeremiah Hobbs giving the signs there. Good to have you here, Jeremiah. We got Matty Moniak. Let's go. You should be racing. Oh, wait, that was earlier. I'm sorry. That was before the race. Got Matt Grenier saying, let's go, boys. Daniel Worthington, good luck to everyone out here tonight. And Jason Welch, where's Huffman? I don't think he's here tonight.
In Discord, but I don't know if he's racing Xfinity. Probably only racing Cup still.
Yeah, I do know that I want to say Huffman is only racing that. I heard something about him doing Xfinity, but maybe that was just in case if they needed drivers. Not really sure, though. As we're still riding on board here with that 21 of John Kinder, promoted himself out into the lead, drug the 8 of Adam Lancaster up to the front with him. You see Brad Gebhardt inching out there just a little bit, maybe got a little bit of an overheat issue going on. As these cars get tucked up to that back bumper, you will start overheating. There goes, I want to say Brad Gebhardt looked like he was going to make a move to the outside there. Maybe that was Will Weber. Will Weber looked like he was going to make a move, but decided to go ahead and tuck it back in. Said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and get back in line because I don't want to lose position. But right now, it looks like we're just going single file here at lap 10 of 80. Oh, there goes Will Weber to the outside lane.
Ronnie Shirk was going to go with him, but he decided to tuck back in. That's going to hang him out there until those 2 cars on the outside lane towards the back decide to gather up with him. It's going to take them a second, but they're going to get there here soon as we get through turn number 1 and 2 here. Lap number 11, and it seems like we're getting
Brad
a little
Gebhardt getting
here.
A little loose there.
I think at the moment, if I'm your spotter, I'm telling my driver right now, hey, man, let's just calm it down. We still got a long way to go. This race is definitely nowhere near over. You might be in the lead now. You might be sitting in 20th. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're sitting right now. It matters where you're sitting at lap number 80 with the checkered flag hits. So I would just say to my driver right now, let's settle it down. Let's just keep digging and keep our head down, man. Let's not try to get ourselves caught up in anything and keep that nose clean for sure. You do want to keep a clean race car at a track like Daytona.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that you're going to watch out for here tonight. You know, Josh, touch on. You see the cars kind of weaving and getting wishy-washy back there. There is a lot of dirty air behind these cars. And when you get into a pack like this, you think, oh, it's just a video game, but the game does emulate it very good. You get into some dirty air, the car starts getting loose. You see, whoa! You see Adam Lancaster getting all kinds out of sorts. 3 wide going down the backstretch.
Yeah, Adam Lancaster probably just going to make himself a sitting duck here. If I'm that 8 machine, I am trying to get out of danger quick. I would just... that 11 machine, Christopher Darling, going to be stuck to the outside lane. They're still 3 wide here. He's not giving it up. Adam Lancaster doesn't want to give up an inch, and there it goes. Wrecking. Caution here at lap number 12, man. Man.
Yeah, as it looks like coming out of turn 4 there, Adam Lancaster just got a little loose, started washing up to the top of the track, and then you see him get into the quarter panel there of that 94 machine of Christopher Pendell, and it just started a whole mess of things going back to that yellow flag, though. See, right now, we're 3 wide going into turn number 4. You see that 8 machine getting a little loose there, washing up into that 94. Gets into the corner of him, going to send that 8 around. And this is where everything goes awry. You see that 11 machine. I want to say that is the 11 machine, yes. Getting into the mix.
And there's so many, I don't know any of these liveries, man. Trying to figure out who everybody is. There's Jeremiah Hobbs. The 6 machine, he's involved. That's Ben Branscombe. There's Nate Maurer flying through the mix. That 971 went through the grass.
Yeah, so a lot of carnage here at lap 12. See, just going into a place, just, being in that 3 wide, it's definitely someplace you do not want to be, especially in the turns.
Oh, man, wasn't expecting that caution this early here.
Oh, look at Brad Gebhardt. Brad Gebhardt's missed his pits. Oh, he had missed his pits bad.
Saying is, man, it just kind of caught me off guard. That's why I haven't really had much to say. Wasn't expecting these Xfinity guys to maybe wreck this early per se. I mean, Daytona, that's just a product of the racing here. It happens, but just seems like early aggressiveness, and that's going to come back to bite some of these guys. They're going to have to learn real quick that, man, maybe I shouldn't have made that move. Good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, and welcome back, folks. Man, that just stinks. For the 8 of Adam Lancaster, excuse me. One of the drivers that I always look forward to watching. And man, it just stinks to see him go up there and get himself caught up and all that. But like me and Chris were just talking about a second ago, while we stepped away for a moment, is that's a product of this racing, man. And you have it happen and be into the first race, new series. Everybody's wanting to get out there and run as hard as they possibly can. I mean, it's what's going to happen, and you're going to have those moments, and it's going to make these guys go out there next time and think, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe I shouldn't take it through. Well, you learn from these things, and that's the beauty of stock car racing and auto racing in general, man. As many mistakes as you make, and as good as you think if you're a driver, it's all gonna, or excuse me, as much as you think you're a great driver and don't make mistakes, it's always gonna come back and find you either way. Every great driver makes mistakes, so you just got to learn from them.
All right, it looks like the pace lights are out, so we're going to be going green this time. You're going to see everybody getting tucked back up here at lap 15, going 216. A lot of drivers coming down pit lane there, probably just taking fuel only. We know the tires can last a very long time on these tracks, so It's one of those things you don't really have to worry about tires. You see a lot of gaps between those lines, between those cars.
A lot of inside lane cars. It looks like we lost not a lot of our cars. I mean, they're still mostly out there.
Yeah, as you see the 51 getting off to a really good jump there. John Kinder all over that back bumper. What did I say earlier in the race, Josh? Watch out for that 21 and that 51 getting linked together, because they are real life friends, real life teammates. They they watch out for each other. That 21, that 51, especially with that 971 and Nate Maurer right behind them. It's a trouble brewing back there. Coming into turns 3 and 4. See that 4, Will Weber falling back just a little bit. He does have that 19 of Christopher Blanchard all over his back bumper, so that outside lane's going to stick up just a little bit. I want to say the 44, Brad Gebhardt, looks like he jumped out to the outside lane. So that's going to give Jason Collins a chance to move up here into the front and mix it up with the boys up in the front. You see right behind him, 34, Logan Joyner.
Is it weird seeing Collins on a super speedway, or is that just me?
It's weird seeing Collins in an Xfinity car.
Yeah, it's just weird seeing Jason in anything that doesn't have a bed and/or that's under 1.5 miles. I mean, we know he's raced on super speedway, has the super speedway experience, but just cool to see Jason out there, man. An Xfinity car rolling on the super speedway with the boys. It's going to be a fun season. I'm very excited for this.
Woo!
After a rocky start so far, yeah, we're getting a little wishy-washy as well. That Toyota on that outside lane. That would be the 44 Brad Gebhardt. That looked a little sketchy there for a second. Thought they were going to get unlinked with the 19 and we were going to see another wreck. But I think we're going to get a good green flag run here. I don't think anybody's going to be trying to make those aggressive moves after what happened there at lap number 12.
Yeah, you saw that little bit of, just a little bit of bad luck going on there with that 8 of Adam Lancaster. Just, unfortunate where, things just unfold. Whoa, as you see everybody getting a little loose right here in the middle. Like I was saying, you get Jason Collins up here in this mix with that 21 and that 51. We might have a really good push out here. It looks like John Pill, unfortunately, jumped to the pits. Probably going to call it. Oh, maybe coming out of the pits.
Flickered.
Excuse me.
He said his power flickered just now.
Oh, his power flickered. Oh, that's unfortunate for John Pill, man. We had that happen last, I want to say Sunday with one of our other leagues. He was driving in a race and had his power go out. That's unfortunate.
Indeed, unfortunate for that 7 of John Pill, man. But,
Like-
getting back up here to these front runners, it looks like Brad Gebhardt going to go to the inside lane. Blanchard as well in that 19 machine. As it looks like that 4 of Will Weber just going to be hung out here. Oh, never mind. He's got a gap. He's going to fill it back in. And, all right, looks like we're going to get single filed up here, Chris, and get ourselves a little green flag run rolling.
Yeah, it looks like Christopher Pindell coming down pit lane right now in the pit, so probably having a little bit of damage repair from that last wreck where you saw him get put into the wall. You see there the 7 of John Pill just riding that top lane. So it's unfortunate for him, but he's going to be able to catch that draft back here, maybe get a couple of them laps back. Because right now, currently he is the only one a lap down. But right now, just everybody's single filed out. You got Ronnie Shirk, last season's Truck Series winner, sitting up in the front with the 21 of John Kinder right behind him. 44 Brad Gebhardt. We saw him miss his pit lane going into the pits, so it's good to see him up here in that third place position. And you got Will Weber in that fourth place position with Christopher Blanchard. Saw him get into an incident last night in the Truck Series. Had a little bit of bad luck run his way, get taken out towards the end of the race. But he's in here in the Xfinity Series running in 5th place right now. And then you got your series owner, Jason Collins, currently sitting in that 6th place position. But outside of him, that 24, Matthew Moniak, making his way back up to the front after you saw him get a little out of sorts going down the backstretch. He has got a massive run. Whoa, you see the 4, Will Weber, getting really loose going down there on the quarter panel there at Brad Gebhardt. That could have spelled trouble, but that's going to be okay because they got it sorted out. 24, Matthew Moniak pulling up to the back bumper of Will Weber, so they should get a push to the outside lane. See if anybody else decides to go with them. Doesn't look like anybody's deciding to make any risky moves right now. Everybody just want to kind of make it through these races. We still got 59 laps to go, 58 coming to the line. So it's it's still a long race here at Daytona, 2.5 miles. So You know, it definitely takes a minute to get around this this track.
Looks like we seem like we keep getting single file. We get a little bit of outside action. 21 of John Kinder just got a really D-link. Looks like the 44 Brad Gebhardt now going to go to the inside lane. 4 Will Weber going to cross him over. Man, Will acted like he was going to fade back out to the outside lane. The 44 went to pull up in front of him, and 4 said, I'll take that inside lane. Thank you, buddy. And now he's going to make Brad Gebhardt go to the back. Oh, nope. There we go. And look at that.
Yeah, Jason Collins letting that 44 back in line. I was going to say, it looks like the 44 was going to go with the 24, but he tucked back in, but now he's jumped back out, so it looks like he's going to link up with that outside lane and try to push that 24 back up to the front.
Matthew Moniak been up there in the lead tonight with that guy behind him pushing him earlier. Let's see if Matthew Moniak, Will Weber, or excuse me, not Will Weber, but that 44 Brad Gebhardt, but it sounds like we're coming up on a lap of car. Two lap cars in the corner. We'll see how the field gets past this. He said he's going to stay high, so.
Yeah, as we saw last night, a lot of the drivers able to get around the lap cars. So that's one thing at a track like this when you're going 185, 190 miles an hour to the and you pass cars going 170, 180. It's a big difference. So this track, it looks wide, but when you get out there, whoo, it can slim up very quick.
Indeed, it can get very small, very quick, and caution's out. Caution's out. Lap number 24. Not sure what's happening. Oh no, Ron Morris Jr. last night Truck Series winner. He is around. We'll have to see what happened to that 76 machine. I'm hearing Gary Jaworski saying my bad. Big checkup, and him and Gary got in the corner. Oh, Gary went to the inside lane. It looks like he just washed up a little bit.
Oh, the 8 of Adam Lancaster got into him. Oh, that's unfortunate for that 8 of Adam Lancaster having that little bit of a issue earlier. Oh, wait, that was not the 8 of Adam Lancaster. It was the 8 of Brett Nielsen. I do apologize. He is the actual 8. I want to say that...
That's been Brett Nielsen, and we've been saying the 88. Wait, what? Go to the 88 right quick. They're both same skin. I mean, come on, man. You can't make it up.
Okay, they are running the same exact skin.
I knew something was up here.
Yeah, because I saw the car, and I was like, wait, that was the 88 of Adam Lancaster. And then I was like, wait a second. No, and then you said that, and I was like, oh, wait, yeah, they're running the same skin. So that would have been the 8 of Brett Nielsen that actually got
actual
into...
8 on the track, yeah.
Yes, the actual 8 out on the track was the one that got into the 76 of Ron Morris Jr. So unfortunate for that 76 machine getting around off of the front bumper of Gary Jaworski. You heard him say he did apologize about that, so probably just got in there a little hot, maybe opened up that door for a second, and Gary thought that he could make that move, and then it closed real quick. Looks like we got a couple of cars coming down pit lane. 71 of Michael Brisen, the 8 of Brett Nielsen, the one that was just in that wreck. Tyler Johnson in that 5 machine coming down pit lane. Also 76 of Ron Morris Jr. coming down pit lane.
So it looks like going to be just a solo 2-car accident. Sorry, 2-car accident, not solo. Man, that doesn't make sense, Josh. But it's getting to this point of the race now. 26 laps. Everybody is really going to just probably want to settle in now, and we've had 2 cautions. Everybody's just probably thinking, man, all right, we're only at lap 26. This is the part of the race, too. You look down and you think, man, we're only 26 laps into it. All right, let's get this going. And then, so you'll see him probably chuck some green flag laps. Man, I cannot talk. Green flag laps down the drain. And, yeah, it should see some good little just, clean single file racing here for a moment, but gonna go ahead and say a shout out to our sponsors, L&S Customs, located in Prospect Hill, North Carolina. They're a high-end custom car builder. Winners of the 2021 National Street Rod Association Builder of the Year for their award-winning Bass Lane 50. They offer everything from group up one-off customs to restoring your classics to its original form. Their facility houses a custom fab shop, body shop, state-of-the-art paint booth offering PPG paints, and a complete mechanical shop for the maintenance and upgrades, your rod needs. Go to lnscustoms.com and search them on Facebook and check out their latest work. So thank you to L&S Customs for coming on board here for the Bluegrass racing season this year. It's going to be awesome to have those guys on board. I know Jason very excited to get the Bluegrass name. Is anyone that will listen, I'm pretty sure Jason's going to tell him. Jason probably standing at the the self checkout at Walmart and hear some little kid ask about a race car, for his mom, and Jason turns around and goes, "Hey, you should get your son to watch Bluegrass. Hey, buy him a wheel. We can get him in the league. I'm telling you, make money." That's how Jason is, man. He'll sell this to anybody to listen. That's what I love. Jason has a lot of heart for this league, and man, L&S Customs sees something in Bluegrass because we've got some talent and we've got a great sponsor on board, and can't be more proud to have the league have us back on for season 2 here, or for our second season, I guess you could say. Also, big shout out to ButtKicker.com. You should go check those guys out if you're trying to step up the immersion game on your sim racing rig. And Kinder Performance, John Kinder.
All right, so the pace lights are out. We're going to be going green this time around. Everybody's come down pit lane, got their fuel, got their tires, got everything situated on what they want to do. So now it's going to be interesting to see what these boys go ahead and do here going into lap 28. Well, you see a little bit of a gap between that 19 and that 24. Need to tuck that up a little bit. Green flag's out, though. 51 of Ronnie Shirt going to pull out to the lead. He's going to have John Kinder right in tow behind him, but that outside lane with Matthew Moniak leading it. With that 44 Brad Gebhardt right behind him, they are going to have a head of steam, too, coming down this back stretch. But we see the inside lane looks like it's got a little bit better momentum going into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, that inside lane definitely off to a way better restart that last time, Bob. But that outside lane's going to get formed up here as you see that 99 machine there. That Akami Proctor, he is going to back himself off to the back of the pack right now, lap number 28. He's just feeling to hang out, and that's what Ron Morris did last night, who was involved in that last caution there. Last night in the Truck Series, Ron just kind of hung out, and then with about 10 to go, he started creeping his way to the top 10, and then when we got the overtime resets, he was just came out of nowhere on that last overtime reset, number 3, with a field wrecked in front of him. He made it through, caution popped, and Ron Morris picked up his first win in the Bluegrass Series on his rookie debut. So good to see new drivers taking, the next step in their racing career here. A lot of guys in this Bluegrass field that can get it done on any given weekend in a lot of leagues, all racing it out, dishing out here. It's fun. A lot of talent out here.
Yeah, the Bluegrass League always has a lot of really good talent in it, so it's a lot of fun to watch these guys race. As you see, the 24 was leaning all over that 21, trying to get that side draft going into the corner. Whoa, as the 24 goes down into the 51 just a little bit. They almost touch, but they're going to keep it clean going into turns 3 and 4. Coming out of 4, you see the 51 and the 21 got a little bit of a better head of steam coming out of the corner. Whoa, the little car I want to say that's Chris. No, it's not Christopher Blanchard. That is the 54 Gary Jaworski getting a little loose back there. Still getting used to the paint scheme, so do apologize if I call a couple of names out wrong. But we see the 24 there of Matthew Moniak still hanging on to that lead, pinching that 21 down. Whoa, you see Brad Gebhardt getting all over that door too. CJ Mason going to go ahead and decide to take that bottom lane as well. Going to go ahead and just hop out and say, you know what, I don't like what I see happening in front of me. I'm going to go ahead and pull to the back. little bit of looseness there from Brad Gebhardt.
Has 50 to go, Chris. 50 to go. We're starting to tick these laps down slowly but surely. These boys are going around there. And like I explained it last night in traffic, this track kind of just, you know, can get to a driver mentally. As I say that, John Kinder, a little bit out of sorts on that bottom lane. His pits are closed. We're getting ready for the stage break here at, I want to say, the end of lap number 32, correct? Coming to lap 33?
I do think that's what I heard in the driver meeting. I'm sorry, I don't have it pulled up in front of me.
I heard talking about it just a moment ago before the start of the race. I want to say that is what we said. We'll see right here, though. I want to say it is at the end of lap number 32. Pits were closing this time, so that usually indicates.
Oh, John Kinder getting all over the back bumper there of that 51. Woo, almost caused a big one there. See the 24 going to go ahead and clear that 51.
Matthew Moniak going to put himself into the lead. Let's see if this 51 got anything to say about it. Maybe the 44 Brad Gebhardt. You see the 19th of Christopher Blanchard now coming to the back bumper. Here comes the 4 as well. Will Weber, 3 of Jason Collins to that inside lane. It's going to be a 3x3 tandem down the back straightaways. The 51 of Ronnie Shirk. He's going to try to force himself to the middle lane. It's not going to stick. But that 24 leaving a lot of space on the bottom of the track. Is that, oh man, they could go for it. 51 had a little bit of space down there. He could have definitely forced the issue, but he's not. That 24 Matthew Moniak, they can remember that later in the race. If I was Ronnie Shirk and I'm behind that 24 machine, you realize he leaves a lot of space on that back lane. As we got 3 wide coming down through the triangle. Here it comes, Christopher Blanchard, the outside. 24 Matthew Moniak should take this stage break, and it will be 24 Matthew Moniak. Let's see if they get it woed up. Let's get it woed up, boys. No wrecking here under caution. It looks like we're going to stay clean. Here we go. Matthew Moniak, your stage winner. So that is what we like to see. Good finish there. Christopher Blanchard extending it 3 wide there. And man, if that's what it looks like coming for the stage, I'm going to be excited to see what it looks like coming to lap number 80, Chris.
Yeah, you see in that 19 of Christopher Blanchard making a big move trying to go out to that outside lane. So a lot of moves going on here early on. So it's going to be exciting to see what happens. You see right now, Christopher Blanchard getting out to a really good jump, but just not enough ahead of steam. Not anybody really wanting to go with him. That's going to give the win to that 24 machine.
Stage win. And
stage win,
right now, yeah, no, you're good. Right now, it's going to be Matthew Moniak picking up the stage win. So your positions for that stage was Ronnie Shirk 2nd, Brad Gebhardt 3rd, Christopher Blanchard 4th, John Kinder 5th, Will Weber 6th, Jason Collins 7th, Adam Lancaster 8th, Gary Jaworski 9th, and Robert Richards is 10th. That is going to be your points finishers for that stage. So that 24 Matthew Moniak, first race here in Bluegrass, first race in Bluegrass for the Xfinity Series, and he is going to be your first, I guess, point setter here, or your highest point setter technically, but right now he is going to be the man that's won the first stage in the Bluegrass Xfinity Series. Congratulations, Matthew Moniak. That was a good little run there at the end. We'll have to get a word with him, though, after we get down pit road, let these drivers get under their caution period. As, let's see, is he in here? We know we got a lot of new drivers, so make sure everybody is in here. He is.
While we're under this caution waiting to go into the pits, going to go ahead and go to the Facebook and YouTube chat. See, we got Wes Wiegand saying a few minutes ago early on, Fave is the 44. So Wes Wiegand calling out that 44, Brad Gebhardt. Alex Huffman saying 51 for the win, not biased at all because it's my scheme. I finished it up last night. Same for Jason, both rocking my design. So the 51 and the 3 running that design from Alex Huffman, as you see everybody coming down pit lane now. And then we see Justin Winters in the Facebook chat saying Ronnie Shirk is the man. So we got a lot of Ronnie Shirk guys out here. Going to the YouTube chat, we see Puddin98 saying good luck, Pendle, my homie. Good to have you here, man. Huffy saying
Pits, this is going to be big time. 51 Ronnie Shirk or that 44 Brad Gebhardt's going to win this race out of pit road. Looks like it's going to be Brad Gebhardt. Left side's going up right now for Brad Gebhardt. We see some cars maybe moving out of pit road from those stalls on back. And there goes the 12 man storming on by. Robert Richards going to promote himself in the lead. Looks like that was maybe fuel only or 2 tires. It's going to be Will Weber coming out 2nd, Michael Brisen 3rd, Christopher Blanchard in that 4th spot, John Kinder 5th, Brad Gebhardt 6th, Ronnie Shirk 7th, Jason Collins 8th, Adam Lancaster 9th, Bryce Hunter 10th, Ben Branscombe in that 11th spot, and Matthew Moniak, who just won that stage, he's going to come out 12th spot. So, Chris, if you want to go ahead and get on board with that 24 machine, we'll go ahead and see if we can get a word with that Matthew Moniak machine and see what he's got to say about that stage win. Excuse me. Matthew Moniak, this is Chris and Josh up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I do.
Hey man, we just saw you make a great move right there, coming to the stage break right there, down the back straightaway. You know, you got out in front, coming to the lap to go right before it, and man, a good race all around. And it looked like you know, you've got a strong car out there. You've been out in the lead once before tonight, prior to that stage win. How's the car feeling? How's the pack feeling? And overall, what are you looking forward to going into the rest of this race? And how does it feel picking up the inaugural stage win? First stage win of the season, man. How's it feeling?
I'm definitely thrilled to pick up the stage win early, especially with it being the first race for the Xfinity series here. I know we're just fighting a little bit of a loose car when we're in traffic. I got a bump early and kind of sent me down into the apron, and I just tried to keep it out of everybody else's way, drop back, and regather myself. Basically, it's just been a test session to see what the car can really do for later on in the race, but as of right now, we're just going to hang out and try to save the car to the end and hopefully be there to win it.
Sir, well, it's looked very good in your debut race here in the Bluegrass Series, man. Also, you've looked really good just in general, so it's going to be exciting to see you get the rest of the race going here. Excited to see what you've got for us in that number 24 machine. And Matthew, going forward here, good luck in the rest of the race. Excuse me, man, I'm all out of tongue twister right now. And good luck in the rest of your race, buddy.
Definitely, thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys coming out, you know, doing the broadcast and all that.
Sir, thank you for being here, man. We appreciate the word from you, man, and we'll go ahead and send you back down and enjoy your rest of your race, and hope you have a good time out there, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and that was that 24 stage winner, Matthew Moniak, who's going to actually restart 12th here. Lost a handful of positions after he missed his pit box by a fair bit right there on pit road, but we'll see Matthew, I'm sure, get his way back up to the front. Looks like he's known how to get it done here fairly well here tonight, as he's got that Dr. Pepper machine, that number 9, a Bryce Hunter behind him. Getting back up here on the lead, Chris. Robert Richards, man. That's going to be the talk right here. He's going to be bringing these boys back to green. Will Weber on the outside lane. Michael Brisson sitting third. John Kinder fourth. Got some good drivers up there. Very excited to see how this reset's going to go and how these drivers are going to play it. Wonder if we're going to see any aggression or we're just going to see some very calm racing right here.
Yeah, I'm looking for some calm racing going into lap 37. You're going to see that 12 machine getting off to a good jump. Taking the green flag here. Will Weber on that outside lane, though, with Ronnie Shirk right in tow. That outside lane, like we were saying earlier in the race, it looks like that outside lane is going to be the dominant lane. You don't even have to really have a lot of cars up there to still hang with the guys up in front. So you see the 21 getting all over the back bumper of that for Will Weber.
That 71 of Michael Brisson, a little bit wobbly right there coming out of turn 2, but he's going to gather it back up. As we go down the back straightaway, it looks like that 4 Will Weber, 21 of John Kinder, and the 51 of Ronnie Shirk all going to clear that 12 machine as the 8 of Adam Lancaster. Not sure.
Is having a little bit of a mic issue. Josh just had something happen with his mic, so I'm going to go ahead and pick it back up here. Looks like the 21's getting a really good push out to the lead, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to clear that for Will Weber. So they're going to tuck it back down. You see the 21 getting all down own, trying to door draft that for Will Weber. Whoa, the 12 is getting a little loose there. You can see the 4 go up to the top lane, block that momentum.
Do you really be blocking? You really be blocking at this stage? The race, man? I mean, is that really what you want to be doing? I don't know, man. Hey, if I'm one of those drivers right now, I don't know if I'm blocking, but hey, it's working for Will Weber. But look at John Kinder pulling around on that outside lane right now. And now he's going to have to go down and block a guy who's got a big run in Robert Richards. That can get hairy for that 4 machine. He needs to settle it down if he wants to keep this car clean to the rest of the race.
Yeah, you don't really want to be pushing the aggression button that early in the race. Before blocking off all that momentum. You see the 51 all over the back bumper of the 21 of John Kinder. John Kinder's not clear, so he needs to move. Whoa, John Kinder going to get hung out in the middle.
It's going to hang him in the middle. John's got the experience, man. John's
Jason
got
Collins.
the experience. Yeah, Jason saw what was happening in front of him, and his teammates are going to let him back in. He's going to get behind Ronnie Shirk here. So Kinder getting lucky, man, that he's got guys around him that like him. But, man, that could have been bad. We could have saw Adam Lancaster V2 right there with the 3 wide mess. That could have been bad.
Yeah, you are correct. That's what I was thinking. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a deja vu moment. Seeing that 51 machine or 21 machine getting stuck out in that middle lane, but it looks like they got it situated, like we were saying. That 88 Adam Lancaster going to let his teammate back in. The 51 of Ronnie Shirk going to go ahead and pull down in front of Will Weber. So we're going to have a new leader
Ronnie here to even. I expect Ronnie, excuse me, to either back up this inside lane here and allow Kinder and that 88 machine to get by, or they're just going to race here on that outside lane and inside lane, try to control both parts of the racetrack.
Yeah, it looks like that outside lane is just not working like it should right now. See a fourth car, Brad Gebhardt, pulling out to that outside lane, so we should see a little bit of a head of steam start happening on that outside lane, but it looks like the inside lane's getting a little bit better of a run. See that 51 just holding off that Will Weber, excuse me. Robert Richards behind him. One of those drivers that probably took just fuel only coming down pit lane, getting out pretty quick, so he is currently sitting in that fourth place position. But look at that outside lane. John Kinder falling back a lot.
We're sitting now in line with that third car on the inside lane. Whoa!
Whoa, big bump there from the 12.
From the 12 of Robert Richards. Yeah, that was a big wobble. That is a scary wobble, especially at a track like Daytona, man. Takes a lot of guts to be able to gather it back up and get it going again without getting the absolute snot knocked out of you. So
yeah,
good
coming
on
out
the
of
71 of Michael Brisenware, and good on the 12 of being hands-on and saving that race car.
Whoa, as you see Michael Brisen going up to that door of that 21.
Oh, there comes Matthew Moniak to the outside. He's going to switch with the 8.
Yeah, the 24 going to pull out behind the 21, going to switch, like you said, with that 88 machine, going to go ahead and pull up to that outside lane. Whoa, you see a lot of wishy-washy going on back there in the back with Brad Gebhardt and Adam Lancaster.
Goodness, John Kinder, man, got really tight down there. 12's going to fall down here. I think the 21's going to go for the gap.
Whoa, you see the 12 going ahead and falling out. He's not liking what he's seeing. Maybe got shoved out of line. That's going to open up the door for that 71 of Michael Brisen to go ahead and pull up to that back bumper of Will Weber. Yeah, that outside lane is starting to get a little bit more momentum now. You saw it falling off there a little bit, but now that 21, see the 88 of Adam Lancaster going ahead and pulling down to that bottom lane. Look at this, the 19, Christopher Blanchard also pulling his way back up here into the front part of it. You see the 54 of Gary Jazorski moving his way up as well. So right now at lap 43, well, a little bit of blinking there from Gary Jazorski. But right now it's lap 43 of 80. We're still pushing really hard. These guys are, like I said last night, just weaving a basket, weaving all over the place. Like we were saying, that dirty air, when you get behind these cars, it can wreak havoc on you, especially when you're in a pack racing like this. The air just goes all over the place, and you get one little movement wrong, and then the next thing you know, you're up in the wall.
Can you tell we're past the halfway point, Chris?
Yeah, everybody's starting to get a little antsy now.
Yeah, it seems like that pack getting a little bit bigger than it's been all night. We're 2x2 here, like it just started the race all over again, and man, seems like these drivers starting to get a little bit of pep in their step. Not fully getting that aggressive factor to them yet, but it's gonna get there eventually. We're starting to see these drivers peek their head a little bit and think, maybe it's time to go.
Yeah, don't want to throw Kinder under the bus here, but Huffy actually just said in the Facebook chat, Fender Bender Kinder's car doesn't have enough damage on it yet. We don't call him Fender Bender Kinder for no reason. As it looks like right now, everybody's just kind of singling out right now, trying to just hold that top lane. You see the 21. Looks like he's got to run. He's going to clear the 51, so we got a new leader. 21 of John Kinder going to go ahead and pull in front of that 51 of Ronnie Shirk.
Shirk, that 51, that 21 linked up now in that 1 and 2 spot. Going to see some shoves probably coming from the 51 here, but that 44 and that 24, we know early in the race they worked that outside lane together to the point where they had the 24 and the 44 up there in front like the 51 and the 21's been able to do. So it's going to be interesting to see now if these boys are going to work together just as well as that 51 and the 21 or the 21 and the 51 are going to hold that inside lane. As you see that, oh man, 51 and Ronnie Shirk got a little bit out of line. He's got that 4 Will Weber all over his back bumper. we roll here at lap number 46. It's still going to be that Matthew Moniak machine of Brad Gebhardt on that outside lane.
Yeah, also got in the Facebook chat. I see Christopher Papa saying, let's go CJ. Hey, good to have you here, Papa. Haven't heard from you in a while, man. So right now we're going down the backstretch. You see it is just a drag race between that 24 machine of Matthew Moniak and that 21 machine of John Kinder. That outside lane is starting to get a lot of momentum with only 3 cars in it. So like I was saying, the outside lane is just really dominant tonight.
And Chris, you see where CJ Mason's at? 21st. Where was CJ Mason at in this part of the race last night in the Truck Series? About 21st. And then where did he finish at the end of the race? 3rd. CJ Mason, not a bad pick.
Yeah, we know CJ Mason I know CJ Mason from personally racing with him in one of our old leagues that kind of fell apart, sadly. Whoa, the 54, Gary Jazorski getting up into the wall there just a little bit. See that 54 getting a little loose. Maybe he's having a little bit of an overheat issue. Not really sure what's going on with that 54 machine, but he is all over the place coming down the backstretch.
'71 of Michael Brizzen now thinking about pulling out a lane. There goes Kinder. He's going to block that outside lane. Matthew Moniak, Brad Gebhardt have to react. But that 24 going to get the run now off of that. He's not going to be clear. Too wide coming in to the front straightaway to turn number 1. Matthew Moniak, John Kinder, still 2x2, door to door, wheel to wheel, as they are rolling here. As it is like 2 heavyweight fighters slugging, giving their best punches they can, blow for blow, punch for punch, going at each other. As they are still running that set 51 of Ronnie Shark on that back bumper. Will Weber there. You see the 71 of Michael Brizzen, the 54 of Gary Jazorski, the 8 that is Adam Lancaster, and then the 19 of Christopher Blanchard. That is going to be your lead pack right now at the moment, as that is going to be 9 cars, as Jeremiah Hobbs sitting 9/10 back. Is Jeremiah another one of those drivers? Chris, he's used to winning on these super speedways here at the end of these races towards chaos, kind of like we saw, I was about to say lap car. He's going to go to the high lane. He did call out. We'll see how well they pass this 94. 54, everybody going to get by him. They see the 51 and the 24 door-to-door here. As we're rolling up on lap 50 this next time by, we'll be going to 30 to go here in just a moment. As you see that 24 rolling that outside lane still with the 44, Brad Gebhardt doing what they were doing earlier in the race, just kind of hanging out. You see that 54, Gary Jazorski, he's starting to pull his way up to that back bumper. The 44 just a little bit. The 44 all over Moniak's rear bumper. We'll see if these boys get themselves pushed up here as you see that 54, Gary Jazorski. Blinking a little bit. We'll see if, we'll see. Whoa.
Whoa, the 24 might have thought he was clear there. You saw a really big check up there. Kinder getting a really good run out of the corner. You see Jerry, I always get his name wrong at least once. Gary Jazorski.
Gary Jazorski, yeah. It's
getting really blinky back there. It's 30 laps to go here now. Excuse me, 30 laps the next time around. So we see the drivers starting to get a little antsy here, starting to pick positions that you normally wouldn't see. Trying to make room out of everything that they can. You see the 44 trying to door draft on that 51. You see the 24 also going down to that bottom lane. Just trying to door draft, trying to get as much momentum stolen away from that last car as they can. Whoa, look at that. Matthew Moniak making a move. He's cleared the 21.
44 is going to be clear as well. Brad Gebhardt. Got to check up that outside lane, though. Not going to clear himself.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't get around that 21. Looks like he was clear there for a second, but not going to make that move. Probably didn't want to cause an issue. You see the 51 blinking in and out, but he's all over the back bumper of that 44 Brad Gebhardt. That's something you want to watch. You want to watch the separation between these cars, because cars that leave a lot of room, like you see between the 21 and the 51 right now, that can spell disaster for the cars that are not that are linked up bumper to bumper, because they get a better push than the cars that leave a little bit of gap, but the ones that are leaving the gap can get a better run. So it just comes down to a lot of crazy stuff going on right now.
Very, very crazy indeed on the racetrack. You don't know what is going on. It feels like sometimes you got the outside lane rolling, then it feels like the inside lane starts rolling. Then the inside lane stalls out, outside lane rolls for half a turn, stalls back out. I mean, it's just crazy, man. There's so much going on. You've got to rely on the driver in front of you hitting your marks. You got to hit your marks. Everybody has to hit their marks for it to go perfect on a super speedway.
Yeah, you see the 7 there of John Pill getting put another lap down riding that top lane. So John Pill going to go another lap down. One of those drivers last season that was really good in the Cup Series. It's kind of sucks that he's riding around a couple of laps down, but hey, it's good to see him still out here on the track. But right now, we've got Brad Gebhardt still holding on to that outside lane with Gary Jaworski right behind him. But Matthew Moniak doing a really good job holding that inside lane. Kinder all over that back bumper. Yeah, like I just saw in the chat, it doesn't look like the 54 is really helping the matter right now. Doesn't look like the 54 is really helping that outside lane's momentum. You see him keep checking out of that line, so that's really not helping, really hurting that outside lane's momentum. But look at this, John Kinder moved up to the top lane. Let's see if he can clear the 24.
44 Brad Gebhardt now off the corner, going to be to that back bumper, that Rims One machine. John Kinder, race winner in the Cup Series last season. Made it about, to the round of 12, round of 8 before he did fall out. So Kinder, very experienced driver, made it to the round of 12, actually, I want to say, before he was dropped out. So,
well, he had a couple of real-life races come up, too.
Yeah, we do know he had real-life races and some things he had to miss races for. But still, Kinder, a very solid, very polished driver. As you see that 51 getting a little bit out of sorts. Now I'm going to be excited to see, is that 51 going to help this 24? It looks like he's getting up there. But his teammate's out there on that outside lane trying to clear himself. What is he going to do now with Ronnie Shirk?
Yeah, that's one of those things you got to kind of play out. Is the 51 going to jump up to that high lane and try to get in front of the 21? We do see everybody kind of swapping lanes, on that top lane. They do get the big run. And you see the 54 trying to tuck into that bottom lane. So now it's just 2 cars. You got Kinder and that 44 of Brad Gebhardt are the only cars on that outside lane. 54 of Gary Jaworski going to go ahead and tuck it on that inside lane. So let's see if Kinder's going to make a pass. He's going to have to do it now. Whoa, it looks like the 44, Brad Gebhardt's going to tuck it down inside.
Michael Brizin, Brett Nilsson, both going to be coming down this time. Ronnie Shirk as well.
Well, I see what happened. Ronnie Shirk stacking up the inside lane so that way 21 could get in. Okay.
Everybody pitting. It's about to be a show down pit road, Chris. So many people trying to key up, man. They can't even. Got it in perfect. Good job from our boys here, man. Bluegrass guys always been super solid about those pit road entries, Chris. Let's see. Focus on this 24. He missed his pit box last time. He's going to get in solid this time. Good job from the 24. You do not want to mess up your pit entry on a green flag pit stop at a super speedway. Losing just half a second, man, can get you off the draft. We'll see everybody file back out here. Looks like the 24 and the 44, Chris, might have just made a little bit of contact on exit.
Yeah, sorry, the camera switch didn't get to catch it, but you see Brad Gebhardt's going to win that race off of pit road.
Man, if I'm Brad Gebhardt, I am lifting on the gas right now. I'm letting that 24 and that 12 get a little bit closer to me before I get on this track, because when they storm by him, they're going to storm by him. Never mind. It looks like they caught up relatively quick. It looked like they had a little bit more gap. Do apologize about that. Camera just gave it just a little bit more of an optical illusion, but we'll see the rest of the field come down pit road right here. Sad that we missed that. Man, thought we were about to just catch it on time. Looks like a couple of cars missed their pits.
See Bryce Hunter missing his pit. Ron Morris Jr. missing his pit. Whoa, big bump from that 971 and Nate Maurer.
Looks like Nate Mauer's ready to go, Chris.
Yeah, we do know Nate Maurer had a couple of issues spring up in the beginning of the truck race last season. So it's good to see that 971 come out here and start dominating in the Xfinity cars. He's one of those drivers that, like I was saying earlier, had the privilege of driving on the track, in iRacing with him, and know that he is a really good driver. So when you see that 971 out there on the track, you know some business is about to get done.
Those drivers blending back up, they're not going to be given any space right here. They're going to be forced to blend down a little bit later. They're giving them some of those spaces to the guys, obviously, that were already on the track. They're going to go past them, but Look at that. Brad Gebhardt, Nate Maurer, going to be your new first and second place position on the racetrack currently at the moment.
I thought I saw somebody wreck.
As you're right on board here with our Kinder's Performance chopper camera. We made Kinder pay for all this money with his, so yeah, your karting thing is over, Kinder. We stole all the money and put it just for this one race for this helicopter. We're sorry, but we'll figure it out. Maybe Collins can do something about it. But we stole all of Kinder's money to get this Kinder's Performance helicopter shot of these beautiful race cars here at Daytona. Big shout out again to John Kinderman. Everything he does, not only for the league, but does for a lot of aspiring race drivers that he brings. You win a Bluegrass championship of the Cup Series, you get to race in Kinder's kart, man. You get to go out and race in some kart racing. Do that. You get to do it. You got to be the Cup Series champion, though. So come out here and show you got some talent. Kinder might let you show your real talent in real life, and that's what's awesome, man. Kinder's not only a big part of the league, but a big part of one of the reasons why I enjoy doing this. Just love John Kinder, man. Is not only a race car driver, but is just a person. Big influence on a lot of people out here.
Yeah, John Kinder always giving us some good words about the stream, so I'm just going to mirror what you said. Really good guy. Him, Ronnie Shirt, all the guys that are a part of that Rims 1 team, really good guys. But right now, it looks like the 24 of Matthew Moniak is going to be battling it out with that 44 machine of Brad Gebhardt. We've got a lot of cars starting to stack back up. Whoa, did you see the 51 go into that top lane?
Ronnie Shirt just got loose. 21 might back out. Let him back in. We'll see. Nate Maurer was going to give it to Kinder. And the 51's going to go with him. Poor Lancaster. Will Weber and Lancaster probably thinking, man, why can't I get to the inside lane? Let me in.
So right now, we've got the top 10 racing in the pack. You got Matthew Moniak, Brad Gebhardt, first and second, with Robert Richards in third, Roddy Shirk in fourth, John Kinder in fifth, Nate Maurer in sixth, Adam Lancaster in seventh. You see Will Weber and Logan Joyner back there battling it out for that seventh and eighth position. And then right behind him in that 10th place position is the league owner, Jason Collins. So doing a good job in his debut Xfinity race here, sitting up in that top 10.
Chris, this is everybody's debut Xfinity race here.
You are correct.
I mean, these boys obviously racing Xfinity cars. Nothing different, obviously, about the Xfinity cars that you're running fixed, open setup compared to what you're going to be running here. I mean, it's the same thing. These guys definitely got experience in it, but hey, in this league setting, I mean, we're not going to break your immersion. These guys are all rookies.
Well, you see a little bit of looseness. Yeah, a little bit of looseness going on
from everybody there.
Well, it looks like Ronnie Shirk is going to go ahead and take that inside lane. Go ahead and assume the lead here with 20 laps to go.
Coming up to 19.
Yeah, you see the 21 getting a really good move now. Getting a really good run, excuse me. Adam Lancaster all over that back bumper. So we're probably going to see that 21 Kinder machine get up here and take that lead over from that 51. If you were wanting green flag racing, this is what you came here for tonight. Just want to give a big shout out to the Facebook and the YouTube stream. Just want to say thank you to all the drivers, all the drivers' parents, family, friends, anybody that's out there watching. I know one of Josh's work friends, Rylan, he's watching on YouTube. Good to have you here, man. Heard that you've been checking out all the streams since you found out Josh did it.
You got to say Dylan, too, or he's going to be Snapchatting me. Man, why didn't you say my name, too? What's
so
up,
Rylan and Dylan? So Rylan and Dylan, hello. Thank you for being here. Since you found out about us, everybody that's out there on that Facebook and YouTube page, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit the follow button. Hit the notification bell on YouTube. So that way you never miss any of the races that we got going on, because we have a season set up for you. As you see the 21 of John Kinder all over the door of that 24 of Matthew Moniak. That's that, door drafting is one of those things you have to do, but it can be very, very, very sketchy trying to do it on a track like this.
big out of sorts there for a moment.
Well, you see the 88 of their Wes Wiegand, 88 of Adam Lancaster pushing that 44 down just a little bit. The outside lane still got a really good head of steam. There's only 3 cars on it, but like we were saying earlier, you know, this outside lane is just showing that tonight it is the dominant lane, just like it was last night in the Truck Series. All the drivers sitting at the top lane just seems like they were a lot faster, but right now looks like
you
that.
See Bryce Hunter and co. We're about to make this about a 14 car tandem, yeah, or 14 car tango, excuse me.
Yeah, you see the 12 there of Robert Richards falling back just a little bit from that lead pack. Maybe he's trying to hold up the field just to get everybody.
Oh, here they come. These boys in this run with the single file going to have a head of steam. You might see some of these guys hop to the outside lane here. We might get the race foreman back up here.
Yeah, just as I see.
Look at how they're racing up here, man. These boys are racing like
wide.
It's Texas.
Yeah, 3 wide going into turn 1, like I just saw in the Facebook chat. It says, hold on, this is about to get even wilder business. It's picking up, and it really is. You've got a pack of cars storming up through the back of the pack right now to catch these lead 5 cars. So right now, it is about to get really, really fun.
24 back to the inside, or excuse me, outside lane. As they're going to still be digging too wide. It's John Kinder currently in the lead. Roddy Shirk on the apron. Contact from the 44. Shirk damage. They're going to stay green, but is this going to be effect to that 51 Machines race car as he's going to be in the draft still currently? But Brad Gebhardt, big damage on that front end. This is very, very, very effective to these guys' car. This could be some big news for that 51 and that 44's race team right here.
Yeah, you see that 44 getting into the back bumper of Ronnie Shirt. You see that that back bumper just a little crinkled up. If he stays in this draft, it should be fine. See the 44 still in it. He's still digging back there behind that 34 of Logan Joyner. So he's still in this race. The 971 starting to catch this pack. Looks like that 24 Matthew Moniak has been just hung out to dry on that outside lane, but he's got the 44 Brad Gebhardt pulling up to the back bumper.
That was a turn of events right there. And that is that's something that could come back to affect this 51. I mean, the 8's been doing a perfectly fine job. He's got about the same amount of rear end damage right now, and he's been rolling up there for a minute. As see, you can look on that back bumper of that 8 machine right there. We know he was involved in the first caution of the night. The 51 though, man, that is some big damage right there. And it looks like right now it's not affecting him in the draft, but Chris, those cars really stacked back up and for a second, and then once it seemed like they got out of sorts, everybody just kind of fell back with 13 here to go.
Matthew Moniak going to take a run to that outside lane. He's going to have the 44 Brad Gebhardt in tow. No, I take that back. 44 going to dive back down, make that 24 think he was going to the outside. But he's going to dive back in.
Chris.
Will Weber, Bryce Hunter, Jeremiah Hobbs, and Christopher Blanchard all coming down pit lane. So it's going to open up the pits for the second time around. We're not going to have enough fuel to get to the end, so we're going to have to pit one more time. Right now, we're falling in single file. We've got the 21 of John Kinder sitting in the lead with Adam Lancaster in that 88 machine. It says 8 on the track, but it's 88 actually. In that second place position, up 13 positions, so good on that 88 machine. Ronnie Shirt currently sitting in that third place with Matthew Moniak in fourth. Brad Gebhardt riding down that top 5. But right behind him, he's got Nate Maurer in tow with the
here it comes.
34 of Logan Joyner also in tow behind him.
Watch this. Everybody back down pit road. I love watching this, man. It's so beautiful watching these cars fan out. Oh, Matt Maurer. Big loose. 12 of Robert Richards got a good drive in the... But we're going to get down pit road safely. As if you're new to Bluegrass, 3 pit stalls in, 3 pit stalls out. That's the most pit stalls you are allowed to use. Anything other than that can be a penalty. Kinder, big lockup. Luckily, they're getting those tires off that race car, but he got in dead perfect. I mean, John Kinder did a great job. Looks like fuel only for that Kinder machine as we're rolling out fuel only for all these guys, actually. So here we go. We're going to keep rolling.
It looks like Ronnie Shirk's going to win out, John Kinder's going to win out in the lead of that pack with Ronnie Shirk and Adam Lancaster. But look at that. The pack's coming back around, led by that 12 machine of Robert Richards. That was the wrong car. I was looking at the wrong car. It was the 71 of Michael Brisen. Same colors, wrong car.
Pit up there in the front, so these will be your leaders right here, John Kinder and co. Unless, of course, Jeremiah Hobbs and company have something to say about it, but they're about 4 seconds off of them right now, so Kinder and them should get back up to speed by the time they catch up, or if not, before they even get close.
Well, you see a little bit of looseness there from that 21 machine. Maybe coming out of that corner in the wrong spot. I was going to say earlier, you can come out of these corners in what I like to call the spin pocket. You get down in that corner coming out, you get hit the wrong way, and the next thing you know, the back end of the car is coming out from under you. It's one of those things to watch out when you're leaving these corners. But look at that, the 51 and the 88 is going to take that high lane. Everybody's taking the high lane. They're going to leave Kinder out to dry here.
He's going to get that side draft, though, right here. One of these cars is going to come down. It's going to be that 8 and that 51, both of his teammates. But he's going to get cut off even more. Kinder definitely losing some spots here, but he's going to gather back up. He's going to get going. No panic for Kinder, but, man, I thought he was definitely going to be able to file back in behind the 8, the 51. The 1234 also got in front of him. As we're racing here, 10 to go this time by, Chris. 10 to go. Strap those belts up. It's about to be a wild one. These boys got to be waiting for a caution, man.
Yeah, right now the 71 is your leader. Michael Brisen currently setting out in the front with Ben Branscombe right behind him. You got that 8 machine of Brett Nielsen's currently sitting in fourth with Ron Morris Jr. Had a couple of incidents happen here earlier. Currently sitting in fourth with Akame Proctor sitting in that 5th spot. Ronnie Shirk, though, on that tear. He is on the lurk, on his way up here to catch those guys in front of him.
Shirk is on the lurk. Back bumper and everything messed up. Here comes the 51 machine. He is pulling up to this group as we've got a hungry pack of race cars here to go at the International World of Racing in Daytona. As this is, I don't know what I just meant to say. I meant to say something else. But either way, we're here at Daytona. 9 to go. It's going to be Ronnie Shirk coming to the outside lane, passing these boys on the outside. As we've got Michael Briss and John Pill up in the lead. But those boys haven't pitted. And here comes Ronnie Shirk, the 8 machine of Adam Lancaster, Robert Richards, Ben Branscombe, and co on the inside. They are going to have to defend as we are rolling. Robert Richards on that outside lane. Those Michael Brisen and co, they're going to have to defend as that outside lane rolling heavy right now. 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go. And there comes 71 down pit road. 8 car as well. So that pack they're passing right now going to come down pit road. Whoa, 3-1.
Kinder's in the middle. Whoa, Kinder is in the middle. You see the 971 and Nate Maurer checking up, letting Kinder get back in line. You see right now everybody that's going down pit lane, diving down pit lane. Looks like Robert Richards is going to be pushed out to the front by Logan Joyner in that 34 machine. They're going to both clear that lead. So Robert Richards is going to lead the race here with 8 laps to go.
Kinder, Chris. And look who just pulled out in front of John Kinder. 7 laps to go, 8 laps to go, excuse me. This is looking like we've got a good battle for the lead. Adam Lancaster just got caught up on the turf monster right there.
Yeah, this backpack is going to have to tuck it up just a little bit. This 34 and this 12 being out here in the lead, being tucked up like they are. They're going to start getting a little bit of momentum as you see the 88 of Adam Lancaster getting a really good pull up to that 34 machine. Whoa, you see Adam Lancaster thinking about the top lane. He's going to take that top lane in front of that 51 machine. So now it's going to be a battle for that lead. So you got the 7 of John Pill sitting there. He is currently a lap down, so he is not fighting for position. He's just trying to survive in this pack of cars right now. See the 51 there of Ronnie Shirk all over the back bumper of that 88 of Adam Lancaster, so you should see a good push coming in here in the turn. Six laps to go. We've got Robert Richards in the lead, but look outside lane. Adam Lancaster, they've got a head of speed. Looks like they're going to probably be able to drag race these guys down the backstretch. You see that 8 leaning down on that 34's quarter panel, trying to take some of that air off just to pull him back a little bit. It's kind of imagine like grabbing a hold of a fence and pulling yourself through. It's kind of like what it is, just trying to grab onto that quarter panel and pull him out. back. Right now, it looks like, whoa, it's the 51 and the 21 getting a little loose back there.
This track is as big as it has been since the start of the race and the first caution of the race. Coming to 5 to go, it's going to be Robert Richards out in the lead, and that outside lane headed by Adam Lancaster. It's been the guys, it's been up front. Those rims one's machine, the 51 of Ronnie Shirk. That 21 of John Kinder going to be on that outside lane. Nate Maurer as well, that 971. The 34 on the inside lane, Logan Joyner. That 7 machine, John Pill, not fighting for position at the moment. But other than that, these guys all up here racing for the win. 5 to go.
Yeah, when you're racing for position, that's something you do not want to see in front of you. All those lap cars. It looks like he's going to stay up in the, whoa, the 51 almost getting into the door of that 99.
Does have rear damage, so it's pretty much going to do that when he gets in that dirty air, especially 3 wide there. It's going to suck that race car wherever it wants it to go. A lot of rear damage on that 51 of Ronnie Shirk. He's lucky he's had good teammates here all night to push him, or that 51 machine could have been in damage early, or been in trouble early. 4 laps to go here, 4 laps to go.
Yeah, Robert Richards looking like he has got a really good head of steam on him. You see the 88 there of Adam Lancaster door drafting so hard on that 34 machine, just trying to pull him back a little bit. That 51, like you were saying, having that damage on that back bumper is really, it's not really hurting them, but it is slowing them down a little bit. Imagine putting a little bit of a parachute on the back of that car. That is pretty much what they're doing. But right now, it looks like Adam Lancaster's getting a really good push out of turn 3.
He is. It looks like these boys are starting to push it up on that outside lane, starting to get tightened up a lot. Here we go. This is going to be our race. 3 laps to go here. 3 laps to go. As it's going to be Robert Richards still out in the lead, man. Doing a great job. Is he going to block that outside lane? He's not. Here comes the 8 to the outside. 51 with a good push. Not enough. Rack it back up. Try it again. Coming down the back straightaway.
Ooh,
yeah, these boys need to be careful. These boys need to be careful.
See the outside lane stacking up a little bit. Everybody's trying to check up. You see the 44 Brad Gebhardt getting into the back bumper of the 971. That outside lane is starting to bump on.
Moniac 3 wide. Kinder hung out. What is Kinder to do now? There it is, Wreck. There goes Collins as well. Wreck here at lap number 79, baby. We were coming to the white flag next time. And it looks like, Chris, we're going to have a repeat of what we had last night. Green, white, checkered, and unfortunate for John Kinderman. Unfortunate.
Yeah, as you see him coming down there, it looks like the 24, looks like he washed up a little bit into that 21. That's going to send him off that front bumper. You see the 44 Brad Gebhardt trying to get it woed up there. But then the 24 just hits the wall. It ping-pongs him off of the wall. Jason Collins, nowhere to go, but except for into that 24 machine. And you see there just everybody getting stacked up into the wall. Riding on board here with Jason Collins. We'll see it from his point of view. And that's how how fast it happens.
Especially at a track like this, man. Unfortunate for Jason Collins right there.
All right, and we're going to step away for just a moment. Going to go to a short commercial break, so we'll be right back with you here in 1 moment.
getting back here under caution. 12 Robert Richards still going to be your leader here currently after that caution, as we're going to go to overtime attempt number 1 here at a green, white, checkered. We got 3 attempts here to do it, not the unlimited like they do in real life. We only have 3 attempts here. We can do as many as we want, but we do 3 because I guess 3 for Dale Earnhardt, so Dale ain't dead. He's a lap ahead. As looks like we've got some boys out there ready to win them an opening race. And man, one person I got to say that it's impressed me tonight, Robert Richards. That 12 machine has just been doing something different during his off season, because that 48 machine had a good little season in the truck, showed some really good speed on short tracks, but overall just, caught up in a lot of adversity, caught up in the mess, caught up in, things that, sometimes maybe could have been avoided. Sometimes, he completely was out of control of. So it's good to see that 12 machine here early in the Xfinity series doing a good job controlling the lead of the race. But don't want to jinx them coming in here to the green white checkered, because realistically this can still be anyone's race. Pace lights are off. We'll get double file back here and be going to green here in just a moment. Green white checkered attempt number 1 will be underway here in about a full lap. As you see that 34 of Logan Joyner on that outside lane. It's supposed to, car's supposed to look like that Kellogg's throwback, that old Terry Labonte look, and it does look good. I do appreciate that throwback style that Lucas Joyner is running. And Adam Lancaster going to be sitting in that second row on that inside lane right there. Ronnie Shirk, that 51 machine, going to be on that outside lane in the second row. Then you're going to have the 10 machine, that is Jeremiah Hobbs. Chris, we know Jeremiah Hobbs knows how to get it done at the super speedways in the last closing laps. So it's going to be fun to see Jeremiah, try to race for a win here, and would love to see Jeremiah pick up a win. It's always fun working with him, not only in the booth, but seeing him out on the racetrack, man. Always a great, talented racer, and very, very good. Very good in the trucks last season. Just wasn't able to pick up a season win until they went to Talladega in the postseason, and unfortunately he was out of the playoffs by that point. But looking to see Jeremiah Hobbs be one of those drivers this season. But as we get ready for the restart, I'm just going to say every single driver that exists out there, because there's no telling who this is going to be once we get back to this checkered flag.
Caution lights are out. The pace car is off. Robert Richards, Logan Joyner coming to attempt number 1. Robert Richards gets out to a good jump.
Big jump for the 12 and the 34, man. That's going to be a big draft coming to these guys. As I'm just really seeing the field settle out here, trying to figure out what these boys are going to do. Ronnie Shirk in a good position right now, outside lane, but he's not in the front where, you realistically want to be in that outside lane. He's going to push Logan Joyner to the lead. But it looks like Logan's going to hesitate. He is going to have to go to that inside lane. But it looks like he's going to stall Ronnie Shirk to that midline as long as he can before he decides to go down. He does, but look at that. The 4 of Will Weber now going to push that 51 strong, as we're going to be coming to the white flag this time.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, no, we're not. Collins involved again, and oh my gosh, the 44 Brad Gebhardt just made it through by the skin of his teeth. Jeremiah Hobbs involved as well. Unfortunate for Jeremiah, man. Dang.
Yeah, I was about to actually open my mouth and say, look at that 10 machine in the booth last night. Now he's currently sitting in the top 10, and then as I was about to say it, I saw that happen.
We're going to go back to this wreck, see what happened here. All right, so I want to say it starts with that 971 and 8 Mauer. Oh, yeah, the 10 of Jeremiah Hobbs, I think, thought he was clear. Goes to put himself in that outside lane. Or he just washed up, but either way, 10's going to take a big shot. Jason Collins, the 8. He definitely thought he was clear. He even just said it on the radio. I mean, if you're Nate Maurer, though, you're still going to be frustrated about that one. And, man, unfortunate for Jeremiah, unfortunate for Nate, man. Those are two racers that I know don't want to put themselves in that situation. Unfortunate for Jeremiah, man. He just thought he was clear.
Yeah, one of those moments where everything's happening really fast. Jeremiah Hobbs going to try to jump up to that top lane, try to tuck in behind that 971 and Nate Maurer, but as you saw, just not having the room and going up there, turning the 971 into that 88 of Wes Wiegand. That's going, or Adam Lancaster, excuse me, I keep getting their numbers mixed up. The 88 of Adam Lancaster. So unfortunate for that 88 machine just getting turned off of the front bumper of that 971, getting turned off of the rear bumper.
Chris, I just came up with a great idea. One night for these truck races, I'm going to have to, finagle my way into a rod, and I'm going to have to get you and Jeremiah to call the race, and y'all have me as the in-race reporter. I'm just feeling it. I think I can go out there and win one for the Bluegrass Booth boys.
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna have to put Jason in a headlock once he doesn't get mad after what's happened in this race, and force him into letting me get into a seat. So we'll see how that happens.
Ow, way to call him out.
Put him in a headlock. But
yeah, so you're gonna put him in a headlock.
Nah, man. Oh, that'd be awesome, dude. That'd be awesome. I'm feeling it, man. I just thought about that. I was like, wouldn't it be sick if we had an in-race reporter? And I was like, wait, we got an in-race reporter that's me, because I want to race.
Yeah,
but I was thinking, how cool it'd be to be able to talk to Jeremiah right now, man. Just knowing what's going through his mind. Chris, overtime attempt number 2. Do you think we get attempt number 3 like we did the Truck Series last night? Or do you think we crown our Xfinity winner here?
Well, it's all going to come down to how aggressive everyone is, and if the last 25, 30 laps have a say in anything, I say it's going to be a crazy finish. I say we probably go to overtime 3.
We don't got many cars left, at least that are clean. It's going to be a demolition derby race out there in a moment. These boys keep beating those cars up, but I come down the back straight away. In these drivers' heads, you just got to be wondering what's going on, man. A lot of stuff, you've been going for almost 80-plus laps here at Talladega. I mean, almost 90 laps at that. So, it's a lot of laps in an Xfinity car. I mean, and, they do run more laps, or more laps have been ran here. But, either way, 80 laps, that's a lot of laps at Talladega. It's going to be interesting to see how these drivers now take these restarts. We saw that wreck last time, but now we're just got to see what we expect to see right here. Don't know what really to expect. So,
well,
just,
Josh,
more excited than anything.
I want to point out something. CJ Mason currently sitting in that 9th spot. I just saw Chris Papa say it in the chat. He said that that 55 machine is currently sitting in P10s, but he's actually P9, so doing a good job. Whoa, what is going on here with the 971 and Nate Maurer?
I think he was trying to catch up and didn't get on the brakes hard enough, because they were not called up at all. He's good, though. He slowed it up and got back in line. Nate Maurer just missing his brake point, but we're back green. We're going to be rolling here. And we're going to see if we can crown us a winner here tonight, or are we going to go to overtime number 3? Fans, in the chat right now, are we going to overtime number 3 or no?
I want to know, yeah. I want to know if we're going to overtime number 3 as we're coming down the back straightaway.
As into turn number 3 and 4 they go. Lap number 87. They'll grab the white flag this time if they make it. That's if they make it. It's like we should make it clean. White flag here at Daytona. We will crown a winner next lap, as it's going to be the 51 of Ronnie Shirk on that inside lane with the lead. Will Weber a good pusher behind him, but we'll see how well Will is going to stick with him. That 34 machine, that is Logan Joyner on the outside lane. That's 12 of Robert Richards. And Logan just said, give me all you got, Robert.
Oh, it looks like Robert kind of jumped out there a little bit.
I think they just got D-linked. Robert said he's got him. Just don't leave him hanging. But it looks like that little bit of mess up might have caught him. They're going to get the run out of the outside lane here at the Tribal. This is for all the marbles. Ronnie Shirk, Will Weber, Christopher Blanchard, Adam Lancaster, 34 of Lucas Joyner, Robert Richards, all racing back to the checkered flag. Here comes the outside lane. Oh, contact! Ronnie Shirk after the wreck. Wreckers or checkers? Ronnie Shirk going to take the win.
As we're going back on board here one more time, you see that 51 doing a really good job, but then he gets up into that 34, and all carnage breaks loose.
Sure, Chris is going to pick up where he left off. Truck Series champion, and now the debut Xfinity winner in that 51 Ronnie Shirk Rims 1 machine. As we're watching back live here, him driving down the back straightaway. No spoiler, nothing. As I heard Will Weber come over and say that he accidentally gave a bad shove to the 51. The 51 saying his rear end was just gone. He had no control of the car. You got Lucas and Robert saying they don't know what happened, but they were just having a blast. So seems like everybody, no harm, no foul. They realize that's just plate racing, baby.
Hey, the only harm that was in here, as Chris Papa just pointed out, was the pit cone. He took a beating. So let's pour one out for that poor old pit cone.
Going to go ahead and go through your post-race results here. As they stand, it's going to be Ronnie Shirk picking up the win in the wreckers or checkers, baby. 51 picking up the win in that Rims 1 machine, picking up where he left off in the truck season last season, and then it's going to be Will Weber second place. Robert Richards going to be picking up third on the final podium step. Good job by Robert here tonight. Logan Joyner going to be P4 with Christopher Blanchard in that P5 spot. Adam Lancaster P6 with Brad Gebhardt P7. CJ Mason going to pick up P8 with Ron Morris Jr. P9. Tyler Johnson P10 with Brett Nelson P11. P12 going to go to Nate Maurer with 13th, going to John Kinder. Matthew Moniak going to finish in 14th, Jason Collins 15th. Jeremiah Hobbs 16th with Agame Proctor finishing 17th. Michael Brisson finishing 18th with Ben Branscombe 19th. John Pill 20th. Bryce Hunter 21st. Gary Jaworski 22nd. Christopher Pendle 23rd. Christopher Dowling 24th. And rounding out your field. So it looks like we are still waiting on our winner, Ronnie Shirk, and second place finisher, Will Weber. But we do have Robert Richards in the staging area. Chris, before we get these interviews underway, man, do you have anything to say about that crazy ending?
Yeah, one of the things that I had actually noticed was that bump that you were talking about. That was one crazy bump coming there from that. Sorry, trying to get this to hide as I'm talking. See, coming here to the finish. See that before Will Weber just giving a really nasty bump there to that 51. It's going to send him up into that 34. But yeah, like Huffy just pointed out, the top four were in a tenth of each other. So that was a really good finish here at Daytona for the inaugural Xfinity race.
And they ended it by wrecking a lot of cars, baby. Super speedway fashion. Yeah, indeed, man. That was an awesome race, Chris. And, really got to say that was just an awesome show from all of our drivers out here. And a lot of these guys came from the Truck Series, got some Cup Series drivers that, stepped into here, got some current Truck Series drivers driving in the Xfinity here tonight. And, last season Truck Series drivers that stepped up. It's a whole mix of talent in this Xfinity Series, man. And I think this might be the cream of the crop right here. These are the boys that are going to be getting it done every week, I feel like, putting down. You've got so many different fields of talent or different levels of talent in this field that I just feel like this is going to be a good series from next week on out, or excuse me, from this week on out. We saw a great finish here at the World Center of Racing. It was awesome at Daytona, man. But looks like we do have Ronnie and Robert. Still waiting on Will Weber, but I'm sure he will be in before we are ready to grab him up here. But Will, if you're listening, if you want to interview, buddy, you are more than welcome to go ahead and join that staging area. We'll get to you. I know you've been there before, but And there he is. Yeah, he joined. He heard me right on cue. All right, gonna go ahead and bring in Robert Richards. Have a word with our third place finisher. Robert Richards, Chris and Josh Kiwi's up in the Bluegrass booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Man, Robert, all I got to say is what a hell of a race you just put on out there tonight, man. Leading a bunch of laps in this thing, at one point looking like you were controlling the field there towards the ending stages of the race. And Robert, I just got to say, man, coming from watching all last season in the trucks, seeing you pick up some speed a lot on the short tracks, those 1.5 mile ovals, now coming to this super speedway here in the Xfinity cars, you like a whole different driver out there tonight, Robert. That was an awesome showing, man. I mean, last season it seemed like in the trucks it was adversity. I mean, a little bit of adversity there coming to the checkered, but hey, I heard you say over driver chat, that's just super speedway racing, baby. And hey, you stepping on the podium here in the inaugural race for the Xfinity series from Bluegrass. I know that's got to feel good. Take us through that final finish right there. It was a heck of a finish going too wide right there. All you guys within a tenth of each other. And how does it feel being up here on the podium tonight in the first race of the season at Daytona?
Oh yeah, man, it's great, dude. I know. When Logan got behind me, he was pushing me. He never left me. He never left me there right before that last caution. He stuck with me the whole time, and I was just returning a favor there. I was committed. I wasn't going to try to do anything outrageously crazy because while I did finish third, unfortunately, I'm not in the points for this series. I stayed stuck in the trucks. So I didn't want to ruin their night. But I mean, definitely, me and him had a run going up, and then I mean, you had Ronnie Shirk. He was going to do. He's just been in the win, doing what everybody does here at these super speedways. Last season, man, it was just pretty much. Honestly, it was just a lot of bad luck for me coming the season late. Never could really get anything going. Had a couple good runs, but could never really get nothing going. Looking forward to this season. Glad to have everybody back. Glad to be racing back with these guys. They always put on a great show. I'll probably be doing these Xfinity races quite a bit, even though it won't be for points. But definitely had a great night. A lot of fun. Really, honestly, man, it was a great race overall.
It was a great race, man. It was absolute blast from us up here in the booth. It was just one of those races that back to back to back, you guys were just making passes after pass, and like you said, Robert, unfortunately not going to be scoring points this season. You're going to be on like a part-time schedule. We'll say that in a sense. And, it's still going to be good to see you out here in the Xfinity cars, man. Picking up the third place against a big group of talent. I feel like that's going to help you go back into the trucks and think, man, I'm going to get me something like this now over here. So I feel like it's going to help that momentum. And, Robert, we're really excited to see you roll into Homestead next week in the trucks, man. And not sure what you're thinking about Xfinity next week, but hey, if you do, we're excited to see you both ways. And Robert, if you got any final words, thoughts, or shout outs before we let you go here tonight, man, you can go ahead.
Yeah, definitely want to go ahead and give a shout out to Bluegrass, all the admins here, man. It's pretty tough finding someone admin a race, and people like the admins here who stick around and actually call the race, man. I know it's challenging making some calls and to actually just sit there and watch the race when you want to actually just be racing. I want to give them a huge shout out, and of course, Jason, you guys there broadcasting, give y'all y'all do an awesome job. Go on to next week and go to Homestead and see what we get. Definitely going to go in there with full momentum from this race, carry on and see where we get.
Yeah, Robert, we're looking forward to seeing you get out there, man. Hopefully that springs a little bit of life, pep in the step into the truck series as you go forward here at Homestead. And very excited to see what you got for us next Monday, man. And hey, congratulations on the third place here at Daytona. I know that's probably one of those things you coming into the race tonight, you probably weren't thinking about it, but hey, you got a podium and you're walking out of here a little bit taller tonight. And heck yeah, Robert, good to see you. Good to see you get that podium, man. Well deserved from you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, between last night and last night was a pretty good run, as well, but got caught in some trouble there at the end, and got a top 10 out of it, and then come out of here with top, podium finish. I'd say overall was, pretty good, even though I don't really care for speedway or super speedway. So we'll go on to Homestead and see what we do.
Yeah, man. We'll see it. We'll be seeing you next Monday at Homestead. Robert, we'll enjoy the rest of your week, man. Have a good night. Celebrate this podium, and hopefully we'll see you carry that momentum on to next week in Homestead, and we'll have another word with you up here in the booth.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Robert. Have a good night, man. All right, and that was Robert Richards, your third place finisher. Going to go ahead and bring in Will Weber, second place finisher. Have a word with him. Will Weber, Chris, and Josh Kiwi's up in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hello, man. How are you doing after a great race out there? Just got to say, awesome job, from you in general. You really put the car in the places it needed to be tonight. There at the end, I heard you say over driver chat, you might have gotten a little unlinked with Ronnie and a little bit of a shove, made some contact with, Joyner and co. But I heard everybody saying, that's just how this racing goes, man. It seemed like you guys were all pretty okay with it. But, take us through those final restarts, man. How detrimental was it to get off to a good restart? We saw some people getting off to a kind of a shaky restart, but you think if we got it a little bit more bunched up there, we might see a little bit of a different outcome coming to the checkered.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think there was so many damaged cars out there. Even Ronnie had a little bit of damage, and damage at a super speedway is probably the number one place you don't want to have it. So I knew I was going to have to give him a good push. It's funny, earlier in the race, they probably didn't think it was very funny at the time, but I was trying like hell to get Ronnie and Kinder to just kind of get in line with me. I didn't care if I was running, third in line behind them. I just wanted the three of us to just get out and roll. Those are guys I've seen run. Obviously, I ran with Ronnie last season in the trucks and everything. So glad to see, the Supreme Nutrition Chevrolet Camaro up front, getting second place tonight. But, overall, I don't know what else I could have really done. I pushed Ronnie. I think I made his bumper worse, honestly, with that last push. And unfortunately, a lot of cars got some damage from that. So Sorry again to everybody out there, but like you said, super speedway racing.
Hey, you just put on a show for us, Will, but hey, you're not pushing right if you're not giving them the 2 times, right? So,
Absolutely right.
Well, Will, you did a great job out there, man. Overall, I mean, it was a pretty good race. Overall, we had our good green flag runs. Everybody executed on pit road. It's always beautiful to see you guys come down pit road in unison and really get it worked out. Everybody get blended back up on the racetrack together, and it just all come back into unison. It's almost like ballet in a sense on the racetrack. It all just works. It's just so perfect, and you're just thinking, how does this work? And it does. But man, Will, you guys did a great job out on the racetrack tonight. You executed on pit road, Will. You did a great job pushing Ronnie, and man, you lined up P2 here tonight in the Xfinity. I heard you say, you had the Chevy Camaro on the podium tonight. How does it feel just saying Chevy Camaro as we roll into this season?
Pretty awesome, honestly. Trucks last year, I came close a few times, had some podiums, probably had a win or two kind of slip through my fingers a little bit. And, but, out of everybody there, I was able to make it to the final 4 just purely on points. So to be able to step up a series into Xfinity, and in my opinion, is probably one of, if not the most fun car to drive overall. I think it's going to be a good season, and I think I heard you earlier in the interview. I think the talent in this league that Jason's put together is unmatched, and a lot of leagues you'd think, well, there's just going to be good racing in the Cup Series, but there is really, really good racing all throughout this entire league. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited, man. It's very exciting to see you back, man, coming up into the Cup Series or Truck Series. Dang, Xfinity Series from the Truck Series. I just said every series but the right one. And man, like you said, you were a Final Four contender last season. It's going to be fun to see you now contend. Second place, not a bad start, man, but definitely don't hang the head to that. And we're excited to see you next week at Homestead, Will. But you got any final words, shout-outs, or thoughts before we let you go here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Supreme Nutrition. If you're around Greenville, South Carolina, or Athens, Georgia, check them out. Thanks to you guys in the booth. You guys do an excellent job every week. probably one of the best crews out there, if not the best. And just thanks again to Jason and all the admins in Bluegrass.
Heck yeah, well, we really appreciate the time to talk to you, man. Hopefully, we can get back to you next week in the Bluegrass booth. We know Homestead's going to be a big track for a lot of you guys, and we're excited to see what you got, stored out for us for the rest of the season. It's so nice to be able to say Bluegrass Xfinity in the same sentence, and we're already here, man. It's not like we got to wait. So, hey,
Amen.
Good luck on congratulations on the second place finish, and good luck in the next race, man. And have a good rest of your week. We'll hopefully be talking to you soon.
You too. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, man. Have a good night. All right, and that was Will Weber. Now, the man you've been waiting for, the Shirk on the Lurk. We're going to have a word with the real race winner here tonight, Ronnie Shirk. Ronnie Shirk, Chris, and Josh Kiwi's up in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, man?
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, Ronnie, man, this is becoming too easy for you, ain't it? It just seems like you were winning a championship or something in, a whole nother series, and now you're up here winning the opening race of the season in the Xfinity Series, man. Like I've said to everybody else, it's just so nice to say that in one sentence. Bluegrass, Xfinity, and now we've got you out here picking up the race win. Ronnie, you had a little bit of damage from some earlier contact when that inside lane got checked up. Brad Gebhardt got a little bit back into you. Take us through how much harder you were having to really work to get that race car up there, or if any at all. Was that race car starting to take a little bit of a toll to you, or was it good having those good helpers behind you? Because we saw that you guys, not only John Kinder, but you had a lot of good help with you tonight. And I feel like, without that damage, the 51 machine might have not had as much trouble getting to that victory lane here tonight. But yeah, just take us through the damage and everything, and how that changed the whole aspect of the race going forward.
Yeah, so that damage, I'll take the blame on that. I got down on the apron and got a little squirrely, saved it. Then Brad got in the back of me, and then from there on out, my car was junk. Like, Kinder would get behind me and push me at him. Anybody that got behind me, like, I just lost the rear end, and it was so hard to handle. And I was coming over the radio just screaming. I'm like, I can't hold on to this. I'm sorry, guys. And I just dealt with it the rest of the race. And then the last restart, Weber, I was glad that he stuck with me, and he was pushing me, and then I get a little bit ahead of him. Then he pushed me, and then we came to the line, and I got that nice little hit from him one more time, and it bounced me up a little bit. It felt like the rear end came up, and then I just got in the middle and got into Richards, and we crossed the line first. So I'll take it.
Yeah, we take them where we get them. And Ronnie, man, that was an awesome win, and that's exactly what I was saying. It seemed like as that rear bumper went in, that rear spoiler, went away a little bit. It seemed like that race car was starting to fight some looseness. We could tell in the pack, once you would get around a car, passing a lap car or anything with someone on your rear bumper, it just seemed like that car was starting to tighten up or get free, starting to feel really neutral, like you explained. And, now it all makes sense. So that's one hell of a job from you, Ronnie. We know it's not easy to get out there on a super speedway with any type of damage. I'm even just, the smallest of 2 times on anything. We know it can make or break your day at a plate track. And man, you did an excellent job out there, not only to go out there and lead laps, but to win the thing in general. I mean, like you said, you had Will Weber behind you, giving you great shoves the whole way. Ronnie Shirk at one point was John Kinder was giving you the most, help out of anybody in the track. And it was awesome watching you two as a tandem. But Ronnie picking up the debut win here in the Xfinity Series, that's got to feel almost sweeter than anything right now. And I bet you're pretty excited going into next week now, knowing that, hey, I've already got that win off my back for the start of the season.
Yeah, and last season in the Truck Series, I won at Homestead, so I got a lot of confidence going into this next race. So I'm pretty sure I can give him hell in that race as well.
Yeah, man, picking up 2 wins in a row would definitely set you good forward, and or set you good for the near future. And I'm pretty sure, doesn't the win at the start of the race or early season, that automatically locks you into the playoffs, correct? Since you won tonight's race, so shouldn't have to worry about that for the rest of the season, correct?
Correct. Now we're just going out there for stage wins.
Heck yeah. So, monkey off the back until the round of 16. That's definitely got to be something that's going to make your racing a little bit easier, Ronnie. And it's almost kind of like winning the lottery in a sense. Pick up the race win here. Well, hey, we don't got to worry about something that a lot of you guys got to worry about. We can make some mistakes and really learn from it. And I feel like, Ronnie, that you weren't done with the Truck Championship. I think we're going to see another bit of hardware on a shelf here soon if that 51 machine keeps rolling the way she does.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, Ronnie, it's been an excellent job from you tonight, man. It's been awesome talking to you, and always a pleasure to get to talk to the Shirk who is on the lurk, man. And you did an excellent job tonight. Pushers or not, that 51 machine was looking wicked fast. And hey, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything for the Bluegrass fans as you let them go here tonight as the inaugural race winner for the Xfinity Series, you can go ahead and throw them out there and say what you got to say, buddy.
First off, I want to thank rims1online.com for sponsoring this year. They're out of Mooresville. If you need any wheels or truck accessories, hit them up. Kinder Performance Group, D&Q Series. You can find them on YouTube. I want to thank Jason at Bluegrass for putting this on. I know it's a lot of work to do this, and he takes a lot of time out of his day to make this happen. So I appreciate everything he does. Huffman Designs, they painted the car for this year. It's a badass scheme. Also, some teammates, Adam, Lancaster, Justin, John, and Alex. Also, I want to thank ButtKicker. Got one of those last year for winning the championship. And then most all, I want to thank Logitech for my G27 wheel. That thing's a piece of junk. That's all I got.
Heck yeah, Ronnie. Well, man, I just got to say a big congratulations to you again. It was awesome watching you wheel the 51 machine. And it's almost like a fairy tale story going from the Truck Series Championship to picking up the first win of the season in Xfinity. And, man, looks like that Ronnie Shirk story is not over. And we're really excited to see you roll into Homestead next week. No, you said it's a track. You won that last year in the Truck Series, and we're excited to see you go there in a new car, new series, and try to get it done there. Well, Ronnie, I think that's where we're going to let you go here tonight, though, buddy. Thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you up here in the booth, and we'll be seeing you next week at Homestead.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right, and that's going to cap our post-race interviews. Chris, do you have any final words, man, before we let these folks go? Because I know I got some things to say.
Well, I'm just gonna go go out on the limb and say, the Bluegrass boys didn't let me down. I came into this whenever, like I was saying earlier in the race, whenever we started talking about the Xfinity Series, I got really excited. I actually got more excited about that than I did whenever Jason asked us to come on again next season. It's always a really good show from the Bluegrass boys. Always a good show from everybody that comes out here and puts it down on the track. So I just want to say thank you to Jason for letting us be a part of this, letting us do this. I say it every night, but he really has opened up the doors for me and you, and I really appreciate that. And all the Bluegrass fans, all of everybody that's on the Facebook, on the YouTube, anybody that chats and watches, we couldn't do it without you guys. We couldn't do it without Bluegrass. So we really appreciate everybody that comes out and takes the time to watch us sit and yell at a video game.
Yell at a video game? You mean yell at a lot of passion and a lot of competition, man. These boys are getting it done here tonight. The cars might be virtual, the racing 100% real on the Bluegrass circuit. So it's going to be a good rest of the season, man. I got to say, I am very, very excited about what we witnessed tonight. It only boosts that excitement. I can't wait for next Tuesday, man. And that's when I go back to work. I'm off on Mondays. I go back on Tuesdays, and I'm already ready for next Tuesday, man. I'm ready to see these Xfinity cars get back on the track. We're going to be running the Banks Homestead, man. We're going to be getting up there on the wall, running the catch fence almost. These boys are going to be doing their best Tyler Reddick impersonation. So it's going to be a fun race next week. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. But hey, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Cup Series tomorrow night, 9 p.m. We're going to be here at Daytona again. And yeah, you're not going to want to miss that. There's going to be a plethora of talent in the field, and it is going to be an insane race. But you know what? All I got to say is thank you to the Bluegrass guys. Like Chris said, echo everything Jason Collins, all the boys that gets it done. And just got to say big thank you for bringing us on, because, man, this Xfinity Series, this Truck Series, and this Cup Series this season is going to be an absolute blast. I feel like we've had a lot of good Bluegrass series. Me and Chris just now jumping on. This is only our second season being on with all the Bluegrass series, so it's going to be fun. We haven't really got to witness much of the history, but what we've heard, this series has always been good. What we witnessed last season was great, and now we're more than excited to be here for a full season, full dedication, and get our full focus onto the track. This is going to be a fun season, and trust me, fans, 2021 Season 2 of all the Bluegrass series, Not going to want to miss it. So if you're on that YouTube, make sure to hit that like button or hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. If you're on the Facebook, hit that like button. Share us out. Share us to your friends on Facebook. Share us on your newsfeed. Send us in Messenger. Do whatever you want to do. Get us out. Let your friends know. We got some really good racing going on here in the Bluegrass Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and Cup Series. Got to say a big congratulations again to Ronnie Shirk on the victory here tonight. And a big thank you to LNS Customs for coming on board here with the Bluegrass Racing League. Also, a big shout out to ButtKicker, Rims One, and Kinder Performance Group. Other than that, I think this is going to be me and Chris up here in the Bluegrass booth saying good night. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you folks tomorrow night, 9 p.m. at the Homestead Miami Speedway. Oh, Daytona. My bad. Excuse me. Man, that just ruined my outro.